Howdy cow, folks. Mr. Norman here. We're going to go over compound inequalities. So we're going to solve each compound inequality, graph its solution. We also need to do the interval notation to make sure that we can perfectly see what's going on. So we have two types of compound inequalities. We have OR. Notice it has the word right there. So this is OR. And then we have this other type where the X is in between. We call those AND. I'll write this in purple. This is AND. So basically what OR means is we can use any piece of it. In math, if we were talking about exclusive, when we use the word OR, we would normally put an X before it, so XOR. And means it has to be both at the same time. What does that mean for us as far as working it? Basically, we're just going to solve two inequalities and then graph it and see what happens. So, as always, get the variable by itself. So we have R is less than or equal to 5. I'm going to bring this OR down. And now we're going to do the other side. Get the R by itself again. Minus 5, minus 5. So we have R is greater than 7. So to graph this, when you put it on your paper, you can do something like this. 5. We have a bar, so it's going to be a dot. And R is less than, so we're going to go to the left. Or, you don't have to write the OR part, but I think it's important to remember what we're doing. Then we have 7, and we're going to open circle because there's no bar. Go to the right. So that's all you need for what you're doing. But since I have this graph here, and I want to conserve some space, I'm going to go ahead and use it. So here's 5. And we're going to go this way. And here's 7, and we're going to go that way. So now the interval notation is where it gets a little different. It's not much. So I'm pretty sure you'll agree, especially since I just told you, that we have these two things at the same time. So to connect them, to show OR, we're going to use this U. This U means union. Like marriage means to join. Like marriage means to join. So we're joining these two inequalities together to show that they both count. And once again, union is for OR. So now we're going to go to this AND down here. And to do the AND, you notice that this is one thing in between. There's two ways to work it. The first way is to solve it all together. It's my preferred method. So we need to get this X by itself. So we're going to multiply by 9 on every piece, which gives us this 0. 0 is less than X, which is less than or equal to 9. And boom, we're done. The other way to solve this, I can cover up this half and solve the left piece. We'll multiply by 9. So we have 0 is less than or equal to X. And then we cover up the other half. Solve it again. X is 9 less than or equal to 1. Multiply, multiply. So X is less than or equal to 9. And then we put them together to where X is in between them. It has the same effect. The second way takes time, a little bit more time, but if that's what you're comfortable with, you can do it that way. Though I would recommend solving them together so you can see things happening a little bit better and you have to worry about forgetting to recombine them. So now that we have our inequality, we're going to graph it. So we got our 0 here. So you're going to go until we go to 9, which is a closed dot, and we're done. When we have AND, we have to look where they overlap. So let me take a step back. So 0 goes to the right and 9 goes to the left based on the arrows. But we only care about where they overlap. So it's this piece in the middle. So when we do our interval notation, we actually get rid of the lines, the extra bits, and we only keep what's overlapping. We make sure we put our our open circles and our closed dots to know what to do. So now our lower number is 0, A higher number is 9, and we're going to use our brackets and parentheses based on our symbols or our dots. So that's how we do compound inequalities. If you have any questions, please reach out and let me know. This material will be on your upcoming quiz, so it's best if you complete this assignment. So I did 2 of the 15, and when you go to the class,